Just before the festival of Diwali, Hero MotoCorp has gifted us with their latest 125cc scooter, the Destini 125. And we have had the opportunity to spend a very small amount of time with this scooter. So we are going to give you our first impression of what we found out from this little excursion. And this will be limited in terms of the information we are able to provide, again because we did not have enough time, but we'll try our best to elaborate on as many things as possible. So with that, let's carry on with the first impression of the Hero Destini 125. The Destini 125 is actually quite a good looker. It looks quite premium as the company is aiming it to be. You have a very nicely finished metal body which feels quite sturdy. The headlamp is quite standard and it is also a halogen unit and not an LED one. You have these long turn indicators and quite a thick chunk of chrome right at the front on the beak. You also have two vents on the front, so that adds a nice touch. There is also another chrome strip running over there. The Destini 125 comes in 4 colors and the seat, which can accommodate 2 people easily, gets dual texture. The tail lamp is quite chunky and you have a small honeycomb design over there as well. So altogether it looks actually quite well built and is pretty decent to look at. And even the mirrors are quite practical and they provide a good view of whatever is behind. Providing power to the rear wheel is a 125cc engine that is capable of producing about 8.7 horsepower at 6,750 rpm and about 10.2 Newton meters of torque at 5,000 rpm. These are quite good numbers and the scooter is generally quite fun to ride in the city thanks to the power and torque kicking in relatively early. And in this short ride I found it quite peppy. It's not the most peppy in the segment, but it is quite good. The suspension I could not really test because we were shooting in central Delhi and it is one of the few places in Delhi where you can find actually smooth roads, so I was not really able to test out the suspension, but from an initial perspective I think they will do just fine for city roads. The braking was a point of concern because this does not come with a disc brake at the front. It does get combined braking, but there is no option of a disc brake at the front in both the variants. But I would like to tell you that the initial tests were actually quite good. The scooter does come to a halt in a relatively good amount of distance. The biggest highlight on this scooter would be the idle start-stop system that Hero has put in. This is the first Indian scooter to get that technology. Hero has had that in their bikes. Once again, I did not have enough time to test it, but in the few times that I did, it worked. With the iThrace technology, the company aims to increase the mileage of the Destini 125 and claims that it can do about 51 kilometers in 1 liter of fuel. Other convenience features include a pass-by switch and a parking brake. Even the footboard is quite long, so a tall 6-foot tall person like me could easily perch my legs in there and not feel that I'm cramped for space. Then the pattern on the footboard is also quite good to look at, and it also actually provides a nice grip and your foot does not generally slip from its position, so that is good. You have 2 hooks, one there and one over there for basic storage and keeping your bags, and you can access and open the fuel lid right from here by pressing the key and pushing it towards the right, and the fuel lid opens. This, as you can see, is the underseat storage area. A large helmet will not fit, but it will keep a smaller helmet and some stuff like papers or a small bag in it. And you also get this nice light in here as an addition, and also a socket to charge your phone or your power bank. But this only comes in the higher trim and not in the base version. Since releasing the fuel fill lid is so easy and could be done by accident a few times, Hero has intuitively added a warning sound that is played when the scooter has been turned on with the fuel lid still open. So this is the part analog, part digital instrument panel. If I just switch it on, you can see obviously you have your speed indicator. There is a side stand indicator, and you also have your turn indicators and high beam indicator. As for the tiny digital display, it shows you your fuel level. There is a single trip meter which you can reset by pressing and holding this button, so it resets to 0, and you also have an odometer. So it's quite simple, quite basic, but quite functional, I think. The Destini 125 scooter comes in two variants, the LX and the VX, and these have been priced at 54,650 and 57,500 rupees ex-showroom Delhi. So those are quite good prices for a 125cc scooter. I must admit that it does look quite good. It's not the best looker, but it does look quite good, and whatever little time I had with the scooter, it did make me curious about how it performed. It was quite satisfying, but I still think I need more time with the scooter to find out how much of a threat this is to established 125cc players like the Activa 125, the Ntorq 125 or the Suzuki Bergman. So we will definitely be getting this scooter for a longer period and getting to know more about it. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you are notified when we put up a new video. Apparently these days you have to press that bell icon to get notified whenever we put out a video. So make sure you do that as well. If you like this video, do hit that like button and comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions. Until the next time, this is Akash signing off. Bye bye.